Hey people, it's Daniel here. I'm going to show you how to do the intro for Passenger. Let's go. I'm only going to show you the intro, all we have time for today. But I'll go through it at the beginning just to show you. Just play it. This is what you're going to be learning. That's it really. It's pretty simple. You just have to try and you'll just find out how. But I'll show you how to start it off. We'll start off with the right hand. Yeah, we'll want to put your middle finger, or your biggest finger, on the A. So you go to, and you want this finger on the B, the B, and the other one on the G. So you want to go A, B, A, G, then with your thumb D, then with your finger back to E, then back to G, then E, then B. So you go. And then you go a little bit faster. So we're going to do that. That's the first little bit out of 3 stages. Each stage get a little bit harder each time. With this one, at the end, as well as doing this, it doesn't end like this, it ends like. So it doesn't end on the B, it ends on the BA. So it will go A, B, A, G, D, E, G, E, B, A. So you go like that. That's how it goes. So just to recap that for you, that little bit is B, A, B, A, G, D, E, G, E, B, A. You have to rewind and just try it again until you can master it. Only move on to the next stage if you can master it. And this is where you get to the harder stage, because you go down to up to the higher D. So it starts off as normal with like all of them do, where it goes from A, B, A, G, D, E, G, E. It goes to that bit like they do in all of them. But instead of going up to the B, you go to the high D. There you go. So when you go to the high D, you go down to the B, and then you go G, A, B. So just to go through it slow. So I'll go through all of that but slow. And that's that bit, the melody you might want to call it, but still. That bit's done. Now we're going to go to the left hand bit. So, C and G is the first note you're going to start off with. Let's just for my sake call it C note, it'll be easier to call. And then we'll do the D and the A, the D note. And then the E note, what's the E and the B. But these are on the lower octave. This first C note is going to start when you go onto the D, or the first, when you get to the first D on here. So you go. So you go onto the D, and then not the first E straight after that D, but the E after. So you go to A, B, A, G, D, E, G, then back on the E. And that's the first bit. There's 2 C notes in that. The next note Well, the next one is harder because you get the D note, and then back up to the E note, and the E note again, and then it'll be the B note again. Or the D note, not B note, keep calling it that. So we'll start off, but the thing with this little bit, it starts off with the D note. So you're going to have to start off with the D note, then the E note will be on the D again, then back on the E, the E that you just did before on the first bit, you're going to do the E note again. Then the last A, the last bit, you're going to go drop back to the D note, like that, so eventually it should sound like, I'll go through that slow. And here's the next bit, what is pretty complicated. Starts off with the D note, then drops down to the C note, then C note again, then B note, then the D note, not the B note, and then it'll go to the E note. This bit is a bit harder to explain, so I'll just go through it slowly, just like play it. Let's go through that again. So you go on to the D note, C note, C note, then back up to the D note, then ending it on the E note. And that's it really. You just want to practice that until you get it right. Write in the comments what you think I should improve on. This is my first video and trying it out, but this is how it should go. I'm Daniel and this is the tutorial for Passenger Let It Go, just a intro of it.